Yo, boys, what's going on? Welcome back to episode 2 of our Germany campaign. We are in mid 1938. This episode will be till mid 1940, so we should be into our war. But right now, we're trying to. We left off with getting our army done, I think. Yeah, okay. So our army is underway, and now we're trying to get our navy upgraded and our air force upgraded. So the goal right now, what are these guys doing? Okay, so we do have a couple extra factories here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna assign a couple rubber factories in the east. So actually it might be better done here. We're gonna do some rubber factories because we're going to need a lot of planes, and right now we're not very good at constructing them, and we have a 50% resource penalty, and I don't want to trade for rubber, to be completely honest. So gonna start producing some anti-air as like a early war countermeasure because I won't have that much air up by war. I mean, we're about to have the modern blitzkrieg full doctrine, which is kind of crazy. Maybe go ahead and try to get a couple panzer divisions out. Or probably not a couple. Let's see how many tanks we have. Only 364. That's maybe a division. It's fine though. We are making 4 a day. Need a bit more XP for this design. And we're good. Okay, we need 500 tanks. This is a pretty heavy soft attack division. This will be really good for early war. Really good for early war. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to align all of these nations here. All of my little Axis members here. And I'm going to try to get them to be my puppets. Because I'd really like to take their economy, and also Romanian oil. If it's my puppet, if Romania is my puppet, I can take all their oil for like 1 civ, and I can take all of Hungary's aluminum for like 2 civs. So I can have everything I need for very cheap. And what do I want to do now? I think I want to keep with my naval rearmament. We're actually going to start training the flotilla. I guess multiple of them. And assign a navy guy. And this is kind of where I'll stop for a little while for land stuff. I may go straight into getting the 1940 battleship. Get Romania in here. Okay, we have a couple more mills to assign. What I want to do here is potentially design something a bit different. I think I want to get a small amount of tank destroyers actually. So can this be a tank destroyer? It can. Okay, so let me make the Jag Panzer IV hard attack. All the same kind of upgrades we still have on the regular tank, except this will have 15 hard attack, which will allow us to counter Soviet armor. And I'm just going to produce a small number of them, just kind of over time. I'm not going to integrate them into the divisions for probably a year or two. But it'll be nice to just have them. Okay, we need a few trains, which is okay. I'll produce them for a little while, a couple months maybe. And get straight into heavy ship design. I probably should have already done this, it's fine. But we do have a bunch of dockyards that we need to use up. So we're going to make a converted battleship called the Graf Zeppelin. Everybody become happy right now. Okay, hangar space, hangar space, hangar space. AA, radar, carrier engine 1. Okay. If we're just being completely honest, this is a terrible ship. This is a terrible aircraft carrier. However, a one, wait, half a year and 75% research bonus for the next carrier. My god. Now this is epic. We're only 2 focuses away from going to war with Poland. And I will accept Italy's request to join. And we do have the 1940 ship now. That's really good. And we can even, I'm not going to do it obviously right now, but in 1941 we would be able to have the best heavy ship if we really wanted to. Unfortunately, I don't think the German economy is going to allow for me to create such an advanced ship, but it would be cool. I'm gonna build radar here and here and here. Do we have rubber? We have a bit of rubber. Expand production of airplanes a little bit. Yeah, even our infantry divisions are pretty good right now, and our tank divisions are really good, honestly. Quite impressive. We are going to go for the Focke-Wulf now. Okay, let's get the... Okay, perfect. We are about to make our first aircraft carrier, and the game is just kind of... It's thinking about whether it wants to die or not. Okay. We have quite a few submarines. We're going to take every regular ship out of here, though. We're gonna take all the submarines. We're gonna put them in with the other submarines, and we're going to have one massive submarine flotilla. However, our submarines are not going to be used in any real combat. That's what our heavy ships are for, obviously. We are going to be using our submarines out here once we get a port. And the first Graf Zeppelin is done, ladies and gentlemen. The German fleet is finally coming together. And we're going to make a basic carrier airframe. We're going to make a carrier fighter. And a carrier carrier bomber. With a little bit of defense on it. And floats. Can't have floats by. Okay. Now we have a couple mills we're going to invest into our naval aircraft. We are going to buy a bit of rubber. I'd like to have my carrier armed. There we go, the first aircraft on a German aircraft carrier, ladies and gentlemen. In 8 days, we will also make our good battleship. Okay, now we will have a proper German battleship. Or battle cruiser, probably. Fire control 3, radar 3, dual purpose 3, and battleship armor 3. That is a hefty battleship. The Führer class. Now that's cool. The only problem is it sucks every ounce of our tungsten. Like, our tungsten's gone. Any of our allies have tungsten? Not really. And a Bismarck class is done. Can we refit these old dreadnoughts as a... I don't really know how to refit in this game. I don't like Navy. Hold on, bear with me one moment. Okay, so I can't refit them. I can refit these into a Graf Zeppelin. What? Okay. Whatever. Didn't really need to do it anyway. Next focus, we're going to start down our warpath. are going to do a few more dockyards here. Soviet trade agreement, sure. Raw materials are always good to have. What do I want to dump these mills into? Maybe... I think tanks is like the only answer right now. Alright, before war we are going to do some of this upgrading. We're going to do reliability, speed. We are going to do breakthrough. Good. And for Mauser, we're going to do semi-auto, machine guns, efficiency, Rheinmetall, breakthrough. Okay. And for the battleship liner, we're going to do these just generic ones. Okay. And now, our second last focus before war. Reassert eastern claims against Memel. What? Why did the Dutch join the Allies? Alright, Danzig or war. Oh, that's crazy. Hold on. We have another Graf Zeppelin on the way. 3 and 3, that's good. We'll refit. Like, this isn't a good fleet, but it's also not a bad fleet. Like, I'm not complaining. For Germany, like, it's not terrible. Our Air Force is very meager right now. It's fine, though. We will cope. As long as we capitulate Poland really quick, I don't really care. We have 5 panzer divisions. Oh, okay, actually... Poland... The Dutch weren't supposed to be part of the Allies yet, so I'm going to have to make a front against them really quickly. Imperial Cabinet falls. What? Yeah, I need these guys to get trained quick. Yeah, sorry. All you poor untrained men. Okay, Italy. Thanks for ruining my trade. I will never, ever understand what motivates Italy and Hearts of Iron 4. Is it the want to see people suffer? Probably. No. Yeah, we're just gonna collapse in on Poland. They can't really do much. We're gonna collapse in on the Dutch too. The Dutch should fall very quickly. And quickly go around the Maginot. Invite faction. Cool. Whoa, how long was that for them to fall? October. Yeah, 15 days from to fall. Pretty good. Our tanks are going to go right through the Ardennes and cap Belgium. Followed up by our infantry. They're going to wait in this area for the tanks to do most of the pushing. And our small infantry force here is going to start guarding our ports. I never know what the UK will do. Go, go. Okay, let's see what we can do here. And now we're going to integrate all of our allies. When Rommel wounded, whatever. Sure. Siam didn't actually join the Axis, but if they want to in this universe, that's okay. I'll take all the help I can get. Now what we're going to do is do this funny thing called snaking to Paris as quickly as possible. Okay, we have about 6 more months of this video, and we're integrating our guys right now. Okay. Now they should all accept. Hungary accepts integration. Romania. Cool. So now they're all satellites. So what that means is that I receive trade. Yeah. So they receive some factories. I receive some trade buffs with them. Like for instance, I'm gonna need a lot of oil from Romania, so I can take all of it in like a couple civs. Now we're at total war. We'll increase our conscription a little bit. Army financing. Woman workers. Let's see what our fleet is doing here. I think we're gonna chill out on the Graf Zeppelin a little bit. Just because I do want to produce a lot of this Führer class ship. I can't afford it. Alright, I'm doing it for content. I'm gonna make myself afford it for content. I want to get into a fight. Let's see it. Oh, this is epic. Wait. Let's see how this plays out. Okay, so it's 3 of our carriers versus 4 of their carriers. They have some battleships. We have some battleships. They have screens. We have screens. They have some. They have some air in the battle. We have a lot more though. Looks like they're retreating. I wouldn't consider that a win. Let's see. Carriers unharmed. Battleships are alright. Their battleships are alright too. Some of our carriers got harmed. Like I wouldn't consider that like a full-blown win though. We are going to repair. And I'm going to make sure repairing is a top priority. But I think with our U-boat squadron now, with Donitz, we are going to start raiding the Atlantic. We're going to raid the Mediterranean. There we go. We really need a better aircraft right now, like a new premier fighter, which is why we're going to introduce the Focke-Wulf. It's fine. It's not a terrible plane. It's not like as good as I would want it, but it's not terrible. Where can we trade rubber from? Free France or French state. All this cluttered air. Can't stand. Okay, we're not gonna win the Battle of Britain per se. our aircraft are absolutely horrendous right now. What we will do is supplement by giving them a radar, and we're gonna start patrolling in a couple minutes. We do have another carrier, which is really nice. We are gonna patrol for a second, maybe catch a fleet off guard. I don't think that they want to engage our fleet right now. Okay, they just put a single destroyer there. That was weird. Oh, they're like making the destroyers in Dover, destroying them as they're being made. Okay, we need to get our armor sorted. Um, we also need to get the SS going. But anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you guys for watching. See ya.